In a groundbreaking statement, Kemi Badenoch has made a bold call for the national inquiry into grooming gangs to explore the role of cousin marriage in this scandal. The Tory leader's comments have sparked a nationwide debate, raising questions about practices that might undermine integration and promote a dangerous loyalty to group over society. But how does cousin marriage tie into the disturbing issue of grooming gangs? Let's dive into this sensitive subject and what it means for our communities. Welcome back to the channel, where we bring you the most pressing stories in UK political news. If you care about the future of our country and the issues that matter most, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to comment below with your thoughts on Kemi Badenoch's controversial statement. Now, let's get into the details. Kemi Badenoch's intervention comes at a critical time as the UK government pushes forward with a national inquiry into grooming gangs, a scandal that has rocked communities across the country. The Tory leader told GB News that the practice of first cousin marriage is not only insidious, but could be contributing to the conditions that allow grooming, abuse, and trafficking of vulnerable children. But why is cousin marriage being linked to this issue? Badenoch explained that cousin marriages create strong kinship networks that can inadvertently foster environments of isolation and loyalty to one group. When group loyalty trumps loyalty to society, this can lay the groundwork for horrific crimes like grooming gangs to take root. Her comments were aimed at addressing the deeply concerning issue that has been outlined in recent reports, most notably by Baroness Casey. The latest grooming gangs report revealed that 2/3 of grooming gang suspects were involved in group-based offending, often driven by pre-existing familial ties. That means brothers and cousins, not strangers, are often at the heart of these gangs. So what exactly does this mean for community cohesion? Well, experts argue that cousin marriages can lead to the formation of tightly knit groups where loyalty to the family is so strong that it overrides basic societal norms, including the law. This situation creates a shield around criminal activities, making it harder for authorities to intervene, and, in some cases, even suppresses the knowledge of wrongdoing to protect family honor. Dr. Patrick Nash, an academic whose research has been pivotal to this conversation, spoke to the Sunday Times over the weekend. He explained that cousin marriage sustains these close kin networks, which incentivize clan members to not only dehumanize victims from outside their group, but also to cover up any criminal activity. This, according to Dr. Nash, plays a significant role in enabling the horrific crimes we have seen within these grooming gangs. But Kemi Badenoch's call for the national inquiry to examine these connections is not just about blaming a cultural practice. It's about addressing a systemic failure. Her intervention challenges us to rethink how certain practices, often seen as a part of tradition, can have serious consequences on the safety and well-being of vulnerable children in our society. The public's reaction to cousin marriage has been mixed, but a recent YouGov poll shed some light on the general sentiment. A staggering 77% of the British public support a ban on cousin marriage, with just 9% against the idea. This overwhelming support from the public reflects growing concern over the impact of such practices on social integration and child protection. Badenoch was quick to point out that the national inquiry into grooming gangs must leave no stone unturned. This includes looking closely at ethnicity and cultural practices that may be contributing to the conditions that allow such crimes to flourish. It's not just about confronting uncomfortable truths. It's about taking decisive action to protect vulnerable children from exploitation. Badenoch's comments came just after Labor's Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, announced that Labor would fully accept all 12 of Baroness Casey's recommendations. The move signals a strong commitment to addressing the grooming gang issue head-on. Cooper made it clear in the House of Commons that the government would pursue an unprecedented program of work to tackle these gangs and ensure that perpetrators have no place to hide. In the wake of these revelations, Cooper outlined several key actions, including new laws to protect children, major police operations, and a national inquiry to hold local authorities accountable. The aim is to address the systemic failures that have allowed grooming gangs to operate with impunity for far too long. Furthermore, the Home Secretary confirmed that ethnicity data would be collected to better understand the racial dynamics at play, and that new actions would be taken across children's services to identify young people at risk. The government has also committed to changing laws so that any adult engaging in penetrative sex with a child under 16 will face rape charges. Baroness Casey's report has drawn significant attention for highlighting the disproportionately high number of men from Asian backgrounds among the suspects of group-based child sexual exploitation. Her findings have sparked a deeper conversation about ethnicity, cultural practices, and the role they play in these horrific crimes. Baroness Casey also pointed out that despite numerous reviews, reports, and inquiries into Asian or Pakistani men being involved in grooming young white girls, the system has consistently failed to acknowledge or address the issue effectively. In some cases, the use of flawed data has undermined efforts to confront the issue, allowing this dark problem to persist. This is a critical moment in the UK's fight against grooming gangs and child exploitation. We need to have honest conversations about practices that contribute to these issues, and take the necessary steps to ensure our children are safe. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you agree with Kemi Badenoch's call for the national inquiry to look into cousin marriage as a factor? Should more attention be given to the cultural practices that contribute to grooming gangs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video informative, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Stay informed, stay engaged, and together we can make a difference. Thank you for tuning in. Keep an eye on our channel for more updates on this ongoing story and other important political news. Until next time, stay vigilant and aware.